All the tools used in this and all of our videos are available at the Bow Tuning Tips online store. Be sure to check them out at bowtuningtips.com. Well, hey everybody. You know, a couple years ago, I showed you guys how to use the draw scale to check your bow poundage. Well, this week, I want to show you guys another method and another scale to use, which is a digital one. Honestly, I used to use the draw scale. Well, then, over a period of time, the spring had gotten wore in it, and my poundage measurements were actually off. They were actually false. It caused a little bit of trouble for a few bows. If you can only imagine, people thinking that their peak weight was 70, my scale being light was telling them it was like 67, and some guys were like, what the heck is going on with my bow? So we found out that it was that spring. So then I started looking for another way to have more accuracy when it came to measuring the poundage, which a lot of times isn't that important. Some people it is, you know, and yeah, it's a good idea to always know where your bow's sitting. You can learn a lot of things from it. So anyway, what I found is I found that October Mountain Products, they make some archery equipment that I sell. They also make the scale, which is in the Bow Tuning Tips shop. And it's a digital scale. I'll show you a little bit about the features real fast. It's got an off and on button here at the bottom. It's got 3 switches, 3 buttons mainly, to make it simple. It's got a tare button, which the tare weight is basically when you hang it up, you want to press that tare button. That's going to zero the scale out. That way it's not going to have a false reading from just maybe you accidentally pull on the hook or something like that. It'll read, you know, really easily. So you want to hit the tare button to start out, okay? Then right beside it, it says unit. You're going to see the unit button. As you go through the unit, it's got different measurements. It's got a J-I-N, I don't know what that is. It's got an ounce. So if you want to know how much your bow's pulling in ounces, you can use that button. And it's got a metric, which is kilogram. Today we're going to be using pounds as we do the method, to do the setup. Well, first off, you know, you're hanging with this, okay? You're going to hang this up and you're going to pull your bow on it, okay? And so it's kind of a little bit creepy the first time you do it. Trust me, I've done it 100 times, and it freaks me out sometimes when I'm pulling something real heavy in long draw length bows. But you want to make sure when you're getting ready to put this on something, you put it on something solid, man. I mean, I'm using a lag hook that I screwed right into the rafter here in my shop. I screwed right into the ceiling joist, okay? So it's going to be able to hold this. I did a pull-up on this puppy, so I know it's going to hold. It'll hold me, you know, so it's going to hold this bow. That's all I got to say about that. You want to be sure that you don't put it on a nail, man, or don't put it on a screw. Put it on something strong that's going to hold the poundage that you're pulling. If not, you're going to be pulling it. It's going to straighten out, bend, break, whatever, and this scale is going to slap you in the face. You're going to dry fire your bow, or somebody else's bow, even worse. And there you go. That's what's going to happen. So use something good to hook it up. We're going to use this. Okay, you want to make sure you turn on the scale by pushing the on button. You'll hear it beep. It's going to show you the little 8s, then it's going to zero out. You can maybe see that there. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the old trusty dead zone and I'm going to hook it up. All you got to do when you hook it up is to be sure that you put it in the D-loop, because otherwise if you put it on your string and you start to pull, that hook can slide up and down the string, man, and it's going to get all jacked up on you, and who knows which way it'll go. So it's kind of neat too, you know. I got it sitting there and it shows that this bow, like it is now, is 6 pounds. That's with all the stuff on it. So it's kind of cool. You can weigh your bow, and you can also check your poundage. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull the bow down. Now, you want to grab on both sides of the riser, just like I am here. And I like to get down a little bit because it's going to move down. And I'm going to ease down. And then you're going to feel the bow as it hits the peak weight. You're going to feel the poundage increase. You're also going to feel the let off right there. You just want to ease into it, because if you jerk too hard, it could bounce and make the scale come off the hook. Then just ease it up. Take the bow off of there. Put it back in the stand here. And we can see we got 49.9 pounds. 49.01 pounds. Well, there you go, everybody. The digital pull scale by OMP. You can also use it to weigh big catfish if you're lucky enough to catch one. And if you guys are interested in picking yourself one up, they're available over at the Bow Tuning Tips online store, along with all the great tools that you see me use on my tuning videos. Well, thanks again, and you guys be sure to stay tuned till next week.